Hey everybody, it's Daniel here from Infras. Hope you're all doing well. So I want to go over this article, interesting article that comes out from Reuters. Um, Came out yesterday. Basically says OPEC makes fifth and biggest cut to 2024 oil demand growth forecast. So the article, I'll link it in the description so you could read up on it. But the article starts off saying OPEC cut its 2024 global oil demand forecast growth for a fifth straight month on Wednesday and by largest amount yet. A series of downgrades that highlights China's sputtering role as the world's demand growth engine. The weaker outlook underlines the challenging facing OPEC Plus, which comprises of the OPEC countries and allies such as Russia. OPEC Plus earlier this month delayed its plan to start rising output until April 2025 against a backdrop of falling prices. Now, when you go down and read in this article, it says China accounted for part of the latest downgrade, as did India, other Asian countries, the Middle East, and Africa, said OPEC. OPEC now expects Chinese oil demand to drop, to drop from 760,000, which was in July, to now 430,000 in 2024. After decades of dominant driver of expanding oil consumption, China's crude oil imports are on track to peak as soon as next year as transport fuel demand begins to decline for the world's top crude player. So you're seeing here the demand side, especially more on the Asian, as OPEC mentioned, the Asian countries, you look at Middle East, you look at Africa, you look at India, right? They're showing this OPEC projection shows the weakness in the global markets, right? Slowing down on spending declining, right? Risks of the future in 2025 with tariffs and the new U.S. administration, and being the fifth consecutive decline for OPEC for oil demand is telling signs that, hey, we see some issues with the economy down the road, right? And it's not just the U.S., right? It's not just not just Canada. It's not just Western countries that we talk about on this channel that are in trouble. Yes, China has been in trouble for quite some time. China is feeling the pain in their economy, and so are other countries as well. And all of them are interconnected together. So when I look at oil futures here and see how they've been playing out, we've seen the peak back in March 2022 when war escalated during that time, and it peaked around $130, and we see it. Basically, the prices have been coming down since then. It's had its little spikes here and there, but it's now sitting around $69 per barrel, right? And it's fluttering around this interesting support level where we saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times being tested around the $66 level. And with the last inflation report that we got is from the US, and what we're seeing globally is we're seeing the weakness in the inflation report, seeing the numbers come down, we're seeing growth in certain areas also decline, thus why you're seeing also the oil prices sitting around where it is right now, right, at that support level. The question is, when do we break that 66 support level? Well, it depends, right? If tariffs all of a sudden starts bringing inflation higher, and there's higher prices as a result of it, then maybe we might see a tick up there. But if not, right, and we see global economy and the global markets start to weaken, we can see the prices decline further and possibly break that 66 level. So when I look at oil prices, and when I read reports like this coming out from OPEC, right, it suggests to me and tells me that not only we're talking about it, but OPEC's talking about it as well. And a lot of countries are talking about it and seeing the demand is weakening, right? Demand for transportation, goods, services, right? Look at the transportation industry also weakening there as well. Thus, the oil prices is weakening. And when you look at how traders are trading the oil prices and looking at the oil futures market here, you're seeing that there's still fears of weak demand down the road, right? So it goes quite in line with everything we've been talking about, previous videos that I've also been mentioning as well, looking at the unemployment rate starting to pick up in Canada, in the US as well, but mostly worse off in Canada, right? And you're seeing fears not just in these Western countries but globally as well, as everyone is synced. So pretty interesting there to see how OPEC comes again for the fifth time. This is the biggest cut for 2024, and this is for their oil demand. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below, subscribe, hit the like bell and the bell icon to be notified of the next video, and I'll see you guys around. Cheers, bye.